third graders who watch WWE every week are like Brawlhalla players who have never watched a WWE match in their life.
100%. It's totally true.
Straight up.
Oh, man.
They probably don't even know he's a wrestler. They're like, yeah, Roman Reigns from Brawlhalla.
There's someone out there. It is for sure. There's someone out there who sees a celebrity or some crossover character and they're like, no, that's this person from Brawlhalla. All right, but anyway, we're going to be going to Demon Island here. I think this is our first time seeing this today. Don't know if we're going to be sticking on this after this game because Demon Island is a a place for chaos, especially in a twos environment.
It really does feel like so small on Tuesday. You see Kimono doing the gravity cancel down signature, using all the movement that it has to touch the wall and reset his jumps, but he gets caught right after that. Neeze going deep, grabbing one deep on the left and then one deep on the right.
And we're going to see if blue team can find a way to answer back, and they should relatively be able to without too much hassle. I mean, red team, nice. I say there's one. Red team is both very deep in the red. There's two. Double KO for Kimono.
There's the side light. It was just a spot dodge coming out from Zyder, so Pierchy wasn't able to find the second side light. Gravity canceled. Neeze over again on the left. No one really wants to engage over there with him. I don't blame him. 1, he has a hammer. 2, he's Taros. 3, Neeze is a really good player on the edge. We know that.
I feel like that's kind of like a basic requirement nowadays, though. If you want to be a really good player in Brawlhalla, you have to be fantastic on the edge, not just pretty good.
Follow up.
Yep, very good stuff here. As you can see, both players, all players are going to be able to get back to the stage right now. And that is going to be another stock gone. Man, Kimono setting up his teammate as well. And we're going to be seeing Pierchy clean up that one. And now what was a red lead, I think, for a little bit is now a blue team lead.
Yeah, that's a fantastic neutral signature. Like, one of the strongest uses of that signature is in a team combo because it also has a ton of movement in it. Oh, the falling downer. He almost hit Neeze with that. Oh, he didn't quite touch Pierchy. Oh, man, he was right alongside the wall. Didn't hold left enough. There's the in-light, sending Kimono flying. See if Neeze can clean this up. Yes, he does. It's a neutral air off the top. The weapon toss goes in. Pierchy's just going to remain elusive here, flying as high as he can without going too high.
I still respect that option, though. I respect that option because, like, you just get super aggressive off stage because you have that stock lead. Either you take the stock or you just get all that damage, which they were able to do, and lose the stock in the process and come back to try and clean it up. As you can see, all that damage led into Neeze losing that stock right there. Now they're in a 2v1 scenario to clean that up with a beautiful setup there. Blue team on top for game 1.
Yeah, the follow-ups were coming all the way through for the blue team. Like, that's what we know from Pierchy and Kimono. Like, we know, you know, other than the Spring Royale that we saw Pierchy make it out to because of Chakram, like, we don't really see as much of Pierchy in 1v1s as we do in 2v2s, and it's almost always, if not always, alongside Kimono. They have such a great 2v2 team synergy. Their chemistry is, like, off the meter. They're always paying attention to each other. They have, like, their instincts are so good for what their teammate is going to do so they can follow up off of it. It's just fantastic team play.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go, getting into game 2 here. We're going to see how this all comes together. I mean, blue team off to a great start. Red team can definitely clean up a few things here, but like I feel like blue team is definitely a lot more ready for the like extensions on their combos and getting like a lot more aggressive, picking up a lot of clean hits here. But we're gonna get right back to Demon Island. I'm a little bit shocked, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Zyder going low and right. No one really wants to engage with him over there. They're going to maintain that stage control and just grab him as he comes right over the corner. Man, dude, I'm looking at this stage with 4 people on it. It feels so big in 1v1s and it feels so small in 2v2s. You get close to the edge, you're going to find yourself in that blast zone if you get picked up by that neutral signature. Great grab for Pierchy.
Yeah, that was definitely a big pickup. Whoa, where are you going there? Okay, you're going to be able to get that wall touch. Oh, no, hit your teammate. Oh, wow, that's just a free getting back to the stage and picks up a stock in the process. Kimono living by the skin of their teeth, but also picking up a stock in the process. That's huge to see.
Yeah, that gave Kimono all the room he needed to get back, and then he could just catch the landing with that tentacle as it comes up. Both of them going into Neeze's axe in light. More team damage coming out from Neeze here with that side signature on Zyder. Luckily, he was only in like the early stages of yellow, so it didn't send him flying, didn't lead to a stock. See if they can clean up Pierchy here. No, he's able to get back. Wow. That would have been a super early KO. He's got 129 damage on him right now, so that side sig, man, we're getting early KOs here. We go from Fortress of Lions to like people living past 200 regularly to like 130 KOs happening.
Yeah, man, this is what it's all about, man. I love to see the early stocks, man. It's like, look, I know Fortress of Lions is cool looking into my background and everything, but please, man, let's play on some other stages. It's just a lot more fun. But anyway, Kimono. Oh, no, I don't know what happened to Pierchy. Kimono was able to clean up a stock, but Pierchy ends up just falling to their doom. And now it's a 2v1, relatively fresh stocks for everybody except for Neeze here. This should be a pretty clean game 2 for red team. It's just a matter of, you know, really just getting it done. Oh yeah, they're good. They're fine.
Yeah, there's already 70 damage. They're ready for it. That interrupted the recovery. It was over. Once you got that interrupted recovery animation to come out, you heard the sound. It's going to be over after that. Super early KO there. Dude, Pierchy could not play the video game. He did 189 damage the entire time.
Yeah, that was definitely a rough game too. And the thing is that the way the game started off, it didn't feel that bad. So like, it's just red team just was like, all right, hey, time to lock in. Let's do our thing. Let's beat up Rayman as much as we can here. And they certainly did that. All right, so let's hope that, you know, Pierchy's going to be able to lock in a little bit harder here, because definitely kind of left Kimono out to dry. But you know what? Sometimes game 2, you know, it's just a good humble check. It just kind of reminds you, hey, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to make sure we start playing our game. And as you can see, this is a big start off for them, getting 100 damage off the bat.
Yeah, so much of it put on the zyder here. Just barely outspacing that neutral light from Kimono. Zyder putting out some solid damage, but man, even that neutral air, that sent Zyder technically off screen for just a few moments. So if he gets caught with a D-light into the neutral air, it might be a KO. Great side signature. Unfortunately, it was off the mark just a little bit, ended up hitting Neeze. Zyder spending a lot of time getting back because so much damage. Charging that one up, he does get one hit, and then there's going to trade 1-for-1 off of that. So like, we're all even if they can wrap up Rayman here.
Yeah, I mean, 156. Oh, that's a lot of team damage. So you do get caught up in the process a little bit, but I feel like with how much damage you already have on the stock, getting caught up in your teammate's hit, but getting 83 like immediately onto a stock is such a beneficial trade-off here, especially when you have a stock lead.
Yeah, it's still definitely a pro for this blue team after that. Unfortunately, they couldn't turn it into even more damage. What is happening? Completely team wiped from the blue team. A KO off the top and a KO off the left, and all of a sudden Kimono's on final stock. This is terrible. Back-to-back in-lights coming out onto Rayman. That's huge damage so quick.
Yeah, but okay, not quite gonna be able to get that out of the way. Wow, they're both living. Zyder and Neeze both like kissing the blast zone and coming back to the stage. Neeze finally going down here. They really did get Zyder out of the way. They do.
Great.
Okay, I was about to say, what was like a pretty good blue lead immediately swapped into a red lead, and now we're back into a blue lead. And this is what I like to see in doubles, man. I love to see the good team action, leads changing back and forth because everybody's playing really, really well. Now, Pierchy on final stock needs to get back down to the stage. Wow, Kimono doing an incredible job just keeping themselves alive. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, that was so sick. You saw the side light come out, and then he waited because he knew Neeze was coming in, hit the down air onto both of them after that. Perfect timing, perfect positioning. Like, Kimono in that moment was on fire. That was beautiful. Not able to pick up that weapon toss, but he's going to grab the next one, and they have the team combo. They're ready for it. He picks up the weapon, and they're ready for that one, too. This is the team play that I'm talking about. This is the chemistry that they built up over years of playing together.
Man, that is just beautiful. Because I really thought, like, I was like, oh, cool, they have the lead. Oh, no, they do not have the lead. Red team just beat the heck out of them. It's over. It's over. And then it's like right back. Just again, a lot of these small instances making such big changes to the game in general. Blue team really got headed to it, but man, I thought that game was gone for a second.
Still leaving Demon Island open. Are we going there? Yeah, we are. We're going back to the Demon Island.
Hey man, some people love to scrap. They're like, hey, listen, like, you might get early stocks than us, but we're gonna get earlier stocks on you. And that's, you know, if you got that mentality, I think you're ready for anything that comes at you. These guys definitely have no problem trading blows and just, you know, going hand to hand, just absolutely beating the heck out of each other, and I love to see it.
And now we're seeing the red team hit the scythe button. Both of them are going in scythe mode. We're seeing Neeze on the Mordex. We've seen him play that for years. We've seen Zyder go over onto the Mirage. We've also seen him play quite a bit of in the past. Hoping that they can find... I don't really know what they're looking for here. I mean, I like their other team comp. I like the Taros and the work that it was doing. Like, they're doing some solid damage here. I just worry a little bit about the KO potential.
Yeah, my guess is that, like, they recognize just because of how scrappy these guys are playing, that even though Terrace is a great choice, it's probably just some of the attacks are a little too slow, right? Because having some of these faster attacks as well and these faster weapons, it does allow for more disruptions, too. So maybe that's just kind of part of the thought process here. It's not working out for him right now. As you can see, you're about to lose another stock here. Okay, we do get the reversal, but man, you took 89 in the process.
Yeah. Dude, blue team's so rad. Pierchy and Kimono are so good at picking those up. They did that one with a cannon and then unarmed. So they did it again. Last time we saw it at the end of last game, unarmed and cannon. Now we saw it again this game. Or no, I think it was cannon or unarmed and axe, excuse me. And this time it was Pierchy who was unarmed after that. The ground pound goes in, and then he steers out of it, and Neeze almost losing his stock off of that. He is gonna lose his stock off of that. It's zyder too.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? I respect the change of pace here. They're really trying to make some crazy plays happen, but like, this is like the utmost highest risk, highest reward gameplay I'm seeing from Red, and it's just risk after risk after risk, no reward at all. Which is really unfortunate to see, but like, again, I do respect the heck out of it. So.
I feel like you also have the potential to struggle with your 2v1 combos where you have DI coming in. Okay, Kimono. He's just going to delete Neeze on the left side. A little bit slow from Pierchy on that neutral signature coming off the top, picking up. Again, they do another unarmed and weapon combo. This time it was unarmed on Kimono and the gauntlets onto Pierchy. He's swinging duffs, dude. They're in such a good spot right now. He can just keep throwing side heavy left, side heavy right, because Kimono's going to come in. He's going to clean it up, and he's going to win the game.
Yeah, a very, very silly scenario at the end there. You know, it feels bad for Red Team, but, like, hey, you know, sometimes when your back is against the wall, you got to make some really, like, really rash decisions because, like, otherwise you face elimination in general. And, you know, that's just what it is. It is what